So I have to go walk a donkey up a hill soon, but I really wanted to make a video and connect with you guys and say hello. My goodness, what a time of birth, what a time of newness, of novelty, of like the unexpected becoming reality. If you've been in a period of endings, in a period of like death, not necessarily death, could be actual death. It was here in ways as well with like Ladybug's twins, but just like the endings of cycles. This is what, I just keep being called to talk about more and more and more. I shared in my last video about the halls of a mentee and going to a mentee and how like that it's something that I had been waiting for, like not super consciously waiting for, but like knowing that I would be guided there when the time was right. And when I went there, I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. And just such a trip because it just made so many dots connect and made so much sense of like what I had been shown for the past 10 years since the last time that I went to a mentee, like how I had been going down there, but I just didn't know, or how I was already just down there, like trapped down there, part of my soul. And I shared that in the last video as well, as like what I had discovered is that part of my soul was trapped there, like a fragment of my soul. There's been a lot that has been uncovered in this new open door that I've experienced in this realm. And what I saw was that a lot of souls have been trapped down there since, before the pyramids were created, during that time of the pyramids. And it doesn't necessarily mean like humans with like the souls that were in human bodies. It could have been souls of visitors from other planets that came to Earth during that time, during the creation of the pyramids or right before. And there was something that happened that I was shown that there was a part that got trapped. Something somehow was able to keep soul fragments and parts of essences down there. And it's interesting because when I was also doing a further deep dive in Earth and kind of related to a mentee as well, there was something that was coming up about the planet Tara and how I always have dog hair. Arlo, this is because of you. Not really, it's probably Zima because Arlo doesn't shed. But Aslan was going to shed. His family is a shedder. Aslan is my new puppy, my new little love. He just opened his eyeballs. I'll show you a photo. So this was yesterday. His eyes are starting to open. He can't really see yet. Like they can kind of see like blurry visions and stuff, but it's really so cool getting to witness the birth of your dog and then like to be there every step of the way through them opening their eyes. And he started standing too, so now he stands and he kind of walks. It's not like actual walking yet, it's like crawling walking. It's very, very cute. And yeah, in the next week he should be like a real puppy and less of a blob. There's 9 of them and they are just adorable. So anyway, how did I get to Aslan? How did I get to this topic? Let me check. Oh my gosh. So I just recorded the next few minutes without it facing me. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna just play some videos over it while I talk, but I come back, I promise. So I'll see you in a little bit. The planet Tara. Tara had apparently been attacked by other beings, and the planet blew up from my understanding, and then was sucked into a black hole, like the fragments of the planet, and then sent out here into this universe. And then that created Earth, and it had created this thing where there were a bunch of souls that felt trapped and were sent to Earth. And so there was another layer of that trapped pattern. And so maybe if you made it to this video, you've experienced that in different ways. And so I've experienced it in ways of like my health. So with my experience with chronic acne, like severe cystic acne, for like 7 years. I felt so trapped in my body. I felt like no one could help me or heal me. No medication. I never tried Accutane. It was just something I wasn't willing to do, even though it was getting so bad. And no shame to you if you did it. I tried all the diets, all the supplements, all the meditations, but really it was just meant to guide me to where I had to go and all the things I had to learn. And it was the way to wake me up, because I couldn't hide anymore from what was living within me. But I felt very trapped. I felt trapped in my home a lot growing up. I felt trapped in jobs where I didn't want to be, but I couldn't find other opportunities, even though I had like 2 degrees and a minor and all this work experience. I couldn't find another. I felt trapped on my boat when I was working on a boat, and I was getting sick from from toxic mold. I was so sick I couldn't really think straight. I couldn't even think straight enough to like find a doctor. I was forgetting names. I was putting the keys in the fridge. Like I was just losing my mind. I felt very trapped, very lost. And it has been this reoccurring pattern. And so like maybe you have seen that in your life. Maybe you felt trapped in a romantic relationship. Maybe you felt trapped in a friendship, in a situation with your parents, in a situation with, whatever, your kids. There's so many different ways we can feel trapped. And so often, we go on these human experiences, and it's our opportunity to see these manifested patterns, to finally learn the lesson that our soul came here to earth to learn. And that was exactly the key right there. Is in that meditation, I was like, why did I come to earth then? And it was just that. It was to come to earth to learn the lesson of untrapping myself, of setting myself free, so that I could, experience true inner freedom. And so I've gone deeper in that, like, what is true inner freedom? I've been really focusing on that in the last week, ever since I went on that journey the day before my birthday to a mentee. And so I'm like, okay, how do I actually achieve inner freedom? Yes, forgiveness, unconditional love, acceptance, but what if there really is this experience where either it's with Tara or either it's with a mentee where a part of my soul has been trapped and needs to come home? And so I've done many things, and actually I think this ties in really well, so I'm happy it's coming through now. When there was someone here on the farm recently, I have been so invested in them and in their health and their well-being and their improvement that I have just been like giving my energy so much for so long, and I wasn't seeing clearly. Like I wasn't even seeing them for who they were and what they were doing and what they were saying and just their actions. And so then I had the download, and I remembered to do this, and I just very quickly, like, this is so powerful. You are so powerful. You have the ability to do so much with your free will. I was in my van, and I just looked in the mirror, maybe? I don't even know if I looked in the mirror, and I just said, I command with my free will that I call all of my soul back from this person, and I call all of my soul back from every other place that it might be. I choose that, and I've learned this from my mom, I choose that where my energy is leaving, that person or being is healed in the highest truth, but I call all of me back. And it is so. Thank you, and so it is. And that was a little bit not as smooth as I could have. Maybe I'll do it again. I choose with my free will and my complete knowingness and the oneness that we all are, to call all of my soul back from every other place and being and space, plane, dimension. Thank you, and so it is. And you can just make it that simple. Like, you can word it in different ways, but words are very, very powerful. That's how you utilize your free will. And the intention behind words is really the powerful thing. And so when I did that, the next day, this person shaved their head. They looked completely different. They looked almost like reptilian. And I was like, whoa, like I see you differently. Like I can see your truth now, and that's fine. And you're on your own soul journey. And that's exactly what happened, is they went on their own soul journey. They're in another country now. And that's how powerful you are. And so when I was sitting with this information that I had gathered from a mentee, I was like, well, how do I get my soul back? This fragment of my soul. How do I end this pattern of trapped? How do I achieve inner freedom? My friend came here. We did a session here with the cards, and he did like a psychic reading and everything. He's the friend of mine who I'll be hosting the retreats with in the fall. So we're gonna have 2 dates, 2 weeks. So it'll be 5 days each. We're still in the midst of creating it. I'm smiling because I'm thinking about our visit that we went to the B&B close by, and it was just so beautiful. It felt like we were in heaven. Like, just every interaction with the owners, it was just like so divine. The river running by is like beautiful. I hope I have some videos. I think we have videos somewhere, but like just sitting there and journaling will be so nice. Like, inside is really beautiful. It's like this just gorgeous Italian home. It's bed and breakfast, so the Italian woman will make food in the morning. Though we really want to do like a private chef as well with healthy food, so we have to figure out how to do that. But inside, it just reminded me of the Wim Hof retreat that I watched. I think it was on Goop. I know the company Goop has like a Netflix series. I watched that a while ago, and they did a retreat in Wim Hof's house, or a house that he had rented, and that living room reminds me of that space. It was very random, but it just felt very, very good. So anyway, him and I are putting on retreats together, so we've been working together on this kind of stuff. He also came up in my vision of Egypt at that time, so it was like a past life kind of connection there. But he came and did the reading, and it was really what was coming through is just that I had to go back to a mentee and call my soul back, like just collect it pretty much. Like, the example was that I would go to Arlo or Nzima, like they get out the fence and I go find them and I say, come. And so we did this breathwork ceremony. It's so funny because like when you start clearing the shit out and deconditioning your mind, things really do start flowing. Like synchronicities left and right, and it's just like ease and grace, and you just feel like you're in flow, and you feel like things are just showing up at the right time, and they really are. And so I don't know why I keep blanking on where I'm at. I just went on a ride for my first time. Probably this is why maybe I'm working through some of the trauma that's coming up, so I need to do some healing on that. But if you know, Ladybug trampled me a few weeks ago and I hurt my ankle, and then I just went on a ride for the first time since that experience, and my ankle's still not fully healed, and so I think I was like working through a lot of like fear that was coming up, so maybe that's why I'm a little like, where are we? Let me see what I was just talking about. We're talking about the breathwork ceremony. So my therapist and I had been talking about my inner child and how I need to go to sit with her and do some healing on shame and guilt. And so I was intending to do like a sit down ceremony with candlelight and all of that, and to really go visit her and help her heal. I had put it off for a few days just because of my birthday and whatnot. And one of the people here asked to put on a breathwork ceremony, so we did it in a horse stall over there. It was really beautiful with fire, and it was just like super powerful. And it took you on this journey of going to your inner child. So I'd done what I wanted to do and met her and really felt a huge release. And then I had time, like in the leftover meditation after, like this 40-minute breath work. We had some time after, like with the music. And so I went to a mentee and I did some work there and worked on like freeing myself first. I was like, you come, called her back, and then I was like, well, I'm already here, maybe I should, if I have the ability to, like whatever souls are ready, like free them too. And so what I had saw was that I was able to free quite a lot, if not all, from what I saw. I don't know, I just share what I see, the souls that were trapped down there. And so I had a feeling that what was done there was very powerful and important, and perhaps it will change things on earth because people will start to feel more whole. I'm sure there's many others that had that experience of being trapped and then had to come to earth to free themselves because of like whatever reason we had to be in a human body to really do that here on earth. So if you're feeling more whole, you're welcome. Anyway, I have to go walk this donkey. I think it's time. We're setting up like a offer for people to come to the farm and walk a donkey and do a picnic, and I just don't really want to do it, but I also do want to do it. I'm just tired. My ankle hurts. But I'm gonna put some food in that basket, and we're gonna go groom a donkey, walk her up the hill. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new here. Leave a comment if you feel called to do so. If you don't know what to say, you can say, "Hi, Arlo." I have my program Decondition, which the next group starts on April 1st. So if you want to sign up for that, go ahead. And then 21 days to rewire your mind, 21 days to know your divine guidance. And I have some one-on-ones as well. Also on April 1st will be a sound healing journey, multiple day sound healing journey that I will be hosting on my YouTube channel. So it'll be available to everybody, and I'll just put a donation link. Originally I was going to make it like a paid thing, but was guided to just make it available to everybody. It'll be all about shifting into the new earth and waking up and calling ourselves back, our soul fragments back, and activating parts of our DNA that will help us live and thrive in this 5D world. So, love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.